Friday on Speed, the ARCA RE Series will take center stage in Talladega, where there'll be plenty of three-wide racing action. See NASCAR's future talent fight it out at the biggest track on the circuit. Catch the ARCA RE Series live from Talladega Friday at 5 o'clock Eastern, right here on Speed.
Always a lot of action at that place.
Saw Rob Brent. Actually heard him go by. Kevin, you could hear that thing blowing up before it blew up.
Yeah, you could hear it either drop a cylinder or something there. Something in the valve train probably went wrong first, but that's not a good day. And there's such a good rule in ARCA is they have the rev limiter, so that's probably not anything to do with over revving it.
See Ken Schrader putting cars a lap down, continuing to put cars a lap down. As a matter of fact, that was the 16 that got past Ken Schrader on the restart, but now the tires have equalized.
Yeah, exactly, and then Kenny was able to get back by him. So right now Kenny's running some very, very good competitive laps. We really need to keep an eye on Parker Kligerman. He is already up to the 4th position. He got by Justin Lofton just a few moments ago, and he's running very comparable lap times to Kenny Schrader. He may have the second best car here at the racetrack.
I tell you right now, as a driver, when your stuff is off, like some of these guys' cars are off, you're screaming for tires. We need a caution. There's debris everywhere, and they're ready to pit, I promise you, 50 laps in. And as a crew chief, that's probably really what you do is when you have 3 sets of tires, you just split it up into the 3 most equal sections that you can to try to have the minimum amount of laps that you can on your tires on each run.
And we've run long enough now. We've completed 49 laps. Kenny coming down now to complete 50. We know that the next time the caution comes out, everybody's coming in for tires, because with 4 sets of tires, 3 in the pits, 1 in the car, you divide that by 200 by 4 and you get 50 laps. So it would be perfect right now if these guys could come in and put tires on.
Yeah, that would make the crew chief's job a lot easier. If they came out every 50 laps, you wouldn't have to work too hard to earn your money that day.
So the lap times of Patrick Sheltra.
Yeah, full 2 seconds off his fastest lap time of the race. And that's really pretty much indicative of all the guys up front. Kenny Schrader, that time ran a lap 2.2 seconds slower than his fastest lap of the race. And that's how much give up you have here. And it's not an indictment on Hoosier. Houdini couldn't build a tire
no
here
way.
That's not going to give up.
No.
That's Sean Case running 3rd right now. Haven't talked a lot about him as of yet. Jim, what are they talking about with that team?
Well, they're just talking about some minor adjustments on the pit stop. Billy Venturini and this crew have really got this car figured out because it's the same car that won here at the Rock with Joey Logano behind the wheel. I talked to Sean Case before the race. He said we were just going to ride. We don't need to push this thing. We had the fastest car in practice. We hope to get the pole, but if we're running 6th when we come in for tires, we're okay. It's all about riding early on. Those are the thoughts of Sean Case. Let's check in to see what Ray Dunlap has dug up down on pit road.
Well, I'm watching the number 6 car, Jim, and he won the first 2 poles of the season and thought he had a car good enough to win the pole here yesterday. But today, Justin Lofton's car is way loose coming off of the corners. He started 5th today and has not been able to advance that position. Continues to run in 5th with his Lofton Camry because it is really, really loose coming off.
I would say we're getting close to a caution, guys. I saw Brian Silas go through 3 and 4, and there wasn't enough room.
Yeah, I saw him come off at 2, and you could see that there was one lap car in the middle and another one coming, and he didn't have enough racetrack to make it there.
I saw Kevin's body language trying to get him through there a little bit.
Yeah, there was a lot of moving right there to help out that 11, making it through 3 and 4. But again, we're still under green. Oh, there it comes. The yellow flag has flown, but it's not for, it looks like, any spins on the racetrack.
Got a smoker down in the middle of the backstretch.
Yep, it is Parker Kligerman. Parker Kligerman, we just talked about how well he was running, and it's the 77 that spins in 1 and 2.
And that may have been after the caution came out. I wouldn't doubt that maybe he backed off and maybe he got nudged from behind or whatever. I believe that happened after the caution came out, but he's going to stay on the lead lap. He's going to lose a lot of track position, but everyone will be coming to pit road to get tires, so he will not be hurt by that. Other than the track position, he will lose.
Had made it all the way up to the 4th spot. He was trying to chase down Sean Chase and wasn't able to get there before the caution came out. Now, as you mentioned, when you come to Rockingham, fresh tires are what makes a driver feel very good, and a lot of these guys are coming down pit road here now that the 3rd caution of the day has come out. Again, out in front of this field, it's Ken Schrader, Patrick Sheltra. They're 1 and 2. Sean Case, Justin Lofton on our monitors being scored in the 4th position, but we might go back to the last loop and see if it was actually Parker Kligerman that was running 4th when the caution came out.
Still closed. Pits are still closed.
Looks as though pit road is still closed, so they will make another trip around this mile-long racetrack. Let's find out why we're under caution. Take a look.
Oh, he just got loose.
Just got loose getting in.
Yeah.
I thought that almost saved that car.
I don't think he hit anything.
I don't think he hit the inside wall, did he? Looks pretty straight there from that angle. I think he's going to be okay.
Well, I know that that's not what he wanted, but it will be exciting to watch him come through the field again.
We saw that car smoking, though, down the middle of the backstretch before the 77 of Parker, so maybe there was something on the racetrack.
Yeah, there very possibly could have been.
What may have caused him to get loose getting in one.
Safety crew is looking in turn number 1 right now. The vehicle over there taking a look. It looks like either for fluid on the racetrack or if there's debris, they'll be attending to that. Ken Schrader will bring the field onto pit road now as pit road is open. Keep our eye on who comes off of pit road first. Again, Ken Schrader and Patrick Sheltra 1 and 2. Sean Case runs 3rd. And let's go down to pit road and Ray Dunlap.
Going to be an interesting couple of adjustments down here. As I told you, Justin Lofton's car was very, very loose off, so they're going to make an air pressure adjustment in the right rear. Also, possibly a track bar adjustment. They're on their way down here. Also, we're going to keep our eye on Patrick Sheltra. He said he needs more front grip to the car. They're going to also work on brake bias. Both of the cars into the pits right now. Adjustments going on. Let's go to the other end of pit road with our leader.
Ken Schrader is in. He hits the Stein board, held by his crew chief, Donnie Richardson, who just told me we're taking 4 tires, no changes. Kenny earlier complained about a little bit loose, tied off, but they've made the changes now. He said the indication of what we need to do next, the indication is the tires that we're taking off, and we'll take a close look at those. Back to Ray.
There's going to be a penalty down here, Jim, on my end on the number 60. Not sure. I'll check what the penalty is, but they've made a call, and they held him for 5 seconds.
So holding the second place car.
Kenny Schrader wins that battle off pit road. Here comes Ricky Carmichael, the 33, then the 6 of Justin Lofton, and the 25 of Sean Case.
There you see the 60 of Patrick Sheltra coming off of pit road. Followed by, it looked like the 51 of Ryan Crane. So after starting on the pole today, Ken Schrader has been out front and has looked extremely strong. Patrick Sheltra with a miscue on pit road. We'll find out more later. Welcome back again under our 3rd caution of the day from Rockingham Speedway in the Carolina 200 event for the ARCA RE Series. The lucky dog goes to the 20 of Steve Arpin, so he will get a lap back. Get back on the lead lap. Right now we have 21 cars on the lead lap here at the Rock. Let's go back down to Ray Dunlap.
Well, guys, we want to take a look at some video on that pit stop. We found out the reason that Patrick Sheltra was penalized there is they called him for having the crew members over the wall way too early. Now, you get 2 pit stalls, your guys can jump over the wall, so we'll take a look at that. And guys from the booth, give me your opinion on that. Did his guys get over there too early? Realize there is a break in the wall in between his pit stall and Justin Lofton's. Jim?
Realizing that his boss is in the booth with us on speed, Kevin Harvick's team came down, and for Ricky Carmichael in the 33 car, the team that pit him went down on the track bar to give him a little bit more.
There's going to be a penalty down here, Jim, on my end on the number 60.
He came out second behind Schrader. Also an update on the 25 of Sean Case, the driver that was in contention, running 3rd. And indeed, that car was extremely loose, extremely loose. They had to tighten it up quite a bit. That's why they may have lost a little bit of track time and getting out 4th rather than a little bit better on the stop. But they had to really tighten it up for Sean Case, who had his hands full. Back to Ray.
Well, obviously, Ray pointed out the fact that Patrick Sheltra was going to be penalized. It did look like the guys were waiting a long time for that car to get into the pit stall, so more than likely they did get over the wall a little bit.
Yeah, it looked like
early.
the front guys, the front changer, Carrier, and Jackman were over the wall pretty quick there, so hard to tell for sure, but it looked like they were standing there for a little bit.
Again, Rockingham, tires the biggest issue. We saw it where Patrick Sheltra looked like he had a good car. Ken Schrader came right back methodically and just got right back by him.
Well, I think it's, this place is all about rhythm. I was never very good here, but you can tell that Schrader's just pacing himself and doing what he needs to do as far as making his car be consistent and lap after lap running the same time. So when you come here, it's all about tires, but when you get halfway through a run, it really exaggerates the problems that you have.
And Kenny has so much experience here, and obviously that's showing up right now. But last year we came here, and 17-year-old Joey Logano, in his first ever start, just dominated the race, and Kenny Schrader finished second. So it doesn't, you know, you don't have to have years of experience like Kenny, but if you have a good package like Kenny has and his experience, he's going to be tough to beat.
Conceltro's mishap, can that cost him the race?
Well, I don't think it's going to do him any good. I think obviously, you know, when you come to these races, you can make so many mistakes everywhere besides on the racetrack. I mean, it's all about doing the little things right, and that's what we preach at our place, is do the little things right, because those are the things that'll cost you winning races. And
obviously we don't see Ken Schrader make many mistakes, and now that he's out front, it could be very difficult for anybody in the field to catch up to that number 52 of Ken Schrader. Still looking for his first ever win here at the Rock in whatever vehicle he drives. We'll be right back with more.